billions live their lives. Then Muhammad, Krishna, or Buddha are the way. Some believe it's right to say in the name of Jesus when they pray. We are humankind of 7 billion. So many different races and religions, and it all comes down to one. Some say God's a him, and still many believe that he's a her. Does God live in our hearts, or is she somewhere out there in the universe? 'Cause we are humankind of 7 billion. So many different races and religions, and it all comes down to one. How far will we have to go before we learn the lesson? Gandhi was a Hindu, Martin Luther King a Christian. Regardless of religion, they all knew love was a mission, and it all comes down to one. Is there no God at all, or a pantheon of gods up in the sky? We can heal our broken hearts if we give up the desire to be right. 'Cause we are humankind of 7 billion. So many different races and religions, and we all want the same things: health, love, prosperity, and peace. Tolerance is the seed, and the gift of pure acceptance is the tree. 'Cause we are humankind of 7 billion. So many different races and religions, and it all comes down to one. Whether you were red or yellow, brown or black or white, man or woman, queer or in between, it's alright. We can debate until the end of time who's wrong and who is right. Or we can see ourselves as one, yeah. Because it all comes down to love. Oh, 7 billion. So many different races and religions, and it all comes down to one. We're all one.
so present to our light. Our love within brings a rise in our own consciousness. And a consciousness that rises does so to awareness of our oneness with all life. We are created to see our connection, to embody our connection to the light, to this divine aspect of ourselves, so that we experience our oneness with each and every being. There is nothing hovering over us. God's spirit light is the amazing depth, breadth, imagination, and creativity that is in everything we experience on this earth plane. Our culture, our art, our music, our poetry, our science, our literature, films, gyms, parks, children playing and laughing, all in some way speak the word of the divine, of the light, of God. Being present to our light within creates the space to experience that in every place within us, within every place that we experience on this earth plane, we know God, we know the divine, we see it in everyone we meet. We experience the power of love. We experience the power of being fully present within ourselves. And we go to that deep place within to know that all is well. All is in divine order. And so it is. And once again, breathe in the light, and breathe out peace. And all is well. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Okay, it's September. It's the start of a new school year, so it's time to change things up. We're changing things up just a little bit. Welcome. And just to say welcome to everyone online as well, and knowing that our theme for 2019 is uplifting service. And I will be announcing that September 14th is World Day of Service. So we'll talk a little bit about that. And we are taking action with love for a better future. Our purpose is to awaken humanity to its spiritual existence, magnificence. And our mission is to provide spiritual tools for personal and global transformation. Our vision is a world that works for everyone, no matter who you are, what you want to express. There's room for it all. And we embody the understanding of our oneness with all life, and we consciously practice this truth in our everyday lives. We celebrate community, connection, happiness, wellness, and inspiration. And our vision statement is, and we can say it all out loud together, love only, forgive everything, remember who we are. Yes, remember who we are. And in that, also recognizing that we have the honor of having this center on the spiritual territories of the Wendat First Nations, the Haudenosaunee Confederacy, and the Mississaugas of the New Credit First Nations. And we also recognize the spiritual mystics and masters that have walked this earth plane and left their imprinting for us to learn from. And you know what? I found out this morning you can go to Google and find out a whole lot about those spiritual mystics and masters. Thank you for leaving your teachings for us to learn from on Google. Hey! It used to be in books. You had to go to the library. Now you just open your computer. or phone, or tablet. Or you could do your watch as well if you have really good eyesight. I don't, so I'll stick with my computer. So welcome to your spiritual home, and we are all going to stand up and sing our community song, and you know it so well because it was our opening song for so many months, and that is Woke Up This Morning. So come on and stand up. Yes, you can stand up, Jackie. See, we have someone who's enthusiastic about singing it out.
How does this one go again?
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And this is a sing-along, remember. Woke up this morning with my mind stayed on the spirit. Woke up this morning with my mind stayed on love. Woke up this morning with my mind stayed on
All right, now I'm out of breath. Brenda was so happy. He said, look, we still get to sing This Little Light of Mine. It's his favorite song.
It's not, but I'm willing to pretend. Favorite song!
So this morning, I am going to invite up our practitioner of the day, Judy Southern, who's always just got really interesting things to say. It is quite remarkable how this woman just walks the talk and keeps on going and experiencing life in so many realms of work and play and love and friendship and community, and has all these things that she does in the world, and she's just amazing. So Judy, come on up. There you go.
Am I on? Yeah. I couldn't wait to see where the lead practitioner talk was going to fit this morning. I just had to be ready. I love this month's theme, practicing the presence. It brought me back to our practitioner study days, and it really means a lot. I mean, Eckhart Tolle wrote The Power of Now, and Joel Goldsmith wrote Practicing the Presence. And here's what Ernest Holmes says about the presence. There is but one presence in the universe, and since it is in and through everything, it must be in and through you. This presence manifests itself in and through all forms, all people, all conditions. This presence is life itself, and its nature is love and givingness. What fantastic news. How good is that? Even the stuff in our lives that doesn't feel good, all that negative stuff that we all feel from time to time, it's all a manifestation of the divine presence. And what that means is when we have the stuff in our lives we don't like or that feels awful, if we turn our attention to the divine presence that dwells within us, we move from condition to cause. After all, we do live in a world of cause and effect. We all know that. Emmett Fox calls this the golden key to prayer and to harmony and to life. So we get to create a new cause and allow it to manifest into form, into a new effect, simply by turning our attention to the divine presence, to practice the presence. And I want you to know and to realize and to feel that this divine presence always flows magnificently into form as you enter everything. Does that sound too simple? Actually, it is simple. It may not be easy, but it takes great faith. Life is simple. We make it complicated. I invite you to know that there's an invisible guide, a living presence with you at all times, and nothing can separate you from that presence. You can forget, but it's always with you and always for you. Our vision statement here at the center, love only, well, love is the nature of this presence. See everything through the eyes of love. Some things may take time to adjust your spiritual vision. But if you, in times of struggle and hardship or pain, and I have lived that, and I have done this, if you turn your attention to the presence, your perspective will change, and your life will change. Forgive everything. When you love only, you can forgive easily. And then the last part of our mission statement is remember who you are. And that sums it all up, because when you know who you are, life is simple. When you know and feel and act and knowing that the one presence manifests through you, life is easy. The more you love all that life shows you, the more you will see the divine presence in all things. So, do the work. Practice the presence and watch your life work for you. It really is that simple. Namaste. We have a new affirmation. One presence, one life, one creative power, that is me. Join me in saying this. One presence, one life, one creative power, that is me. So I invite you to practice the presence right now and just be still for a spiritual mind treatment, our form of affirmative prayer, knowing that there is one presence, one life that flows magnificently into form as each and every one of us, into everything. It is who we are. This is us. And I affirm that all of life is in divine right order, whether we know it or not. The presence is always, always with each and every one of us. So I affirm and I urge each of us to turn our attention to the divine presence that flows through everything, knowing that life unfolds in perfect divine order. I am so grateful for this knowledge, grateful for the presence that is always flowing, is for us, always on our side. I release this knowledge, I release these words, I let it be so, and together we all say, and so it is.
Thank you, Judy. Oh, that was fantastic. And I knew that if in this theme, practicing the presence, that we'd all be going to Joel Goldsmith first and foremost in his beautiful book, as well as, Eckhart Tolle as well. Talking about a mystic and a master, both Eckhart Tolle and Joel Goldsmith, incredible, incredible masters of understanding the oneness and divine presence of all life. And now we have another master, Kimaya, with our feature song. Yes. Beautiful song by Faith Rivera.
Close my eyes, I open my heart, I take a deep breath, let the healing start. I lift my hands, I plant my feet, I let love in, I feel the beat that's calling us to rise, rise. Love's calling out your name. Love's calling. It knows we're all the same. Love's calling out your name. Love's calling, and it's why we came. Come on and rise. Oh, rise. Oh, rise. Spirit, rise up. Rise in me. Won't you rise in me? Rise up, yeah. Oh, Spirit, won't you rise in me? Rise up, yeah. Rise up, rise in me. Oh, rise. Keep coming. Rise. Spirit, rise up. Rise in me. Sing with me. Rise. Spirit, rise up. Rise in me. Oh, rise. Spirit, rise up. Rise in me. Oh, rise. Rise. Spirit, rise up. Rise in me. Oh, rise. Spirit, rise up. Rise in me.
Woo! Woo! Are you feeling it? Woo! Masterful. Ah, brilliant. Thank you, all of you. You're awesome. Ah, yes. That is the presence. That is that vibrational energy that moves through us and is us, as us. And we can just let that exude through every pore of our body and take that out into the world. That kind of vibration. Whew. Love it. Love it. Ah. So close your eyes. Take a breath. Let that feeling rise up through you, and let the healing, which is the revealing of love, begin. Whew. Yeah. And it is done. It is done, and so it is. Wow. So imagine if you could keep your attention focused on entirely what is truly just yours to do. And not get caught up in all the drama out there. Wouldn't that be great? Epictetus, I'm not sure I'm saying that, Epictetus, thank you. I just needed to get the right syllables. Yes, a Greek philosopher said, Keep your attention entirely focused on what is truly your own concern. And be clear that what belongs to others is their business and none of yours. None of yours. Oh no, somebody just got hit. But imagine being able to keep your mind on your own business. He taught a philosophy. Did you just hit him again? Okay, where's my husband? I need to hit him. Or he'd be hitting me. Actually, we'll hug him, okay. Actually, he should be hitting me. Like, really. I'm the control freak. I said to Kim said to me, after one, okay, you want me to raise the lights? I'm like, yeah, but I can do it. And then I'm rising them. And I'm like, but where are they? And then I'm the one who shoved them down again. I should just mind my own business and let her handle it. Yeah. Okay, so back to business here. Okay, so he taught a philosophy that was not just a theoretical discipline. It was a way of life, which is what we teach here, is a way of life, a philosophy that is a way of life. And that all external events beyond our control, of which there are many, should be calmly and dispassionately let go of and accepted for what they are. However, we still have a responsibility for our own actions, and we can examine our own actions, and through control and self-discipline, or what we say, training the mind to focus and come back into knowing that in spiritual truth everything is in divine order, we can let go. Oh, yeah, that's what we're teaching. But our ego has a funny way of getting in the way, doesn't it? That it wants to get in there, and it knows better. It wants to rescue. It wants to blame. It wants to be, the righteous one that says, I know the right way. And we end up actually creating so much separation from spiritual truth and knowing that actually we have a power within us that is guiding us and allowing us, if we're willing to listen, to lead us in the right direction that would really serve our highest and best good, which is what practicing the presence is all about. It's about coming back into ourselves, getting still, getting quiet, and really embodying that divine energy of love. Love that moves through our cells and every fiber of our being, that becomes so much an actualized part of us that we can love only. Love only. But we get caught up in all kinds of drama and trauma. Would you agree? And I know I love to control things. Love it. Okay, stop laughing. I got it. I'm taking full responsibility. I will not touch the lights anymore. So, and it's so interesting because last night, after a little bit of talking with Mahala, our daughter, and her boyfriend, I came to understand that she had a whole lot of anxiety around not having a teaching job and not getting hired on yet with TDSB, the Toronto District School Board. And it's like, well, yeah, they're cutting back, and here she just graduated with her master's, and she's all raring to go. And she realized that starting tomorrow morning, she does not have a job. And she was really riddled with anxiety. And she said, Mom, I don't have any control over this, and I'm feeling like things are so uncertain. And I said, yes, welcome to the world of adulthood. because there is nothing certain in life except for one thing, that life is going to be constantly changing. And it's funny because Derek and I were talking about this morning, and he said, well, things were more certain in my parents' day, like in the 50s and 60s. There was more certainty. I said, no, there wasn't. I said, no, there was no more. Yes, maybe people held on to a job for longer, but that didn't give them safety and security. That was an illusion. Because anything out here is an illusion. It is just, it's impermanent. It is going to change. We do not have certainty. So I said, as a metaphysical mother, what is your vision? She said, my vision is to teach with TDSB. I said, okay, then that's what you focus on. Stop focusing on the problem. And for those of you who were here last week, it's like focusing on the problem brings more attention to the problem, but it puts a lot of energy on the problem, and then it kind of peters out because the problem dissipates a little bit, but the problem still exists. I said, stop focusing on the problem, stay focused on your vision. And then I said to her, what would you feel if you had it? She said, I would feel safe, secure, moving forward, and happy. And I said, no job is going to give you that. That is an inside job. You need to feel safe, secure, like you're moving forward. And I said, look at your boyfriend. Doesn't he bring happiness? Aren't you happy with him? Like, she's like, yeah. I said, happiness comes from in here. It is not anything in the external world, except for maybe the boyfriend. But that's just an illusion too. She hasn't found that part out yet. But the thing is that we can't rely on things out there, which is why practicing the presence is so powerful and so rich to give us that resiliency and inner security to really handle whatever shows up. So I said to her, tonight, go to bed and say, thank you. Thank you for my job at TDSB. I said, keep thanking as if it's already done. That's prayer. Thanking as if it's already done. So I had to check in with her this morning because I am a little bit controlling, want to know if she actually followed my directions or not. And she said, did you say thank you? She goes, yes, Mother, I said thank you. I said thank you. But here's the thing. We can get so caught up in the drama, and there's so much drama going on, that we end up taking on these roles. And I want to, I'm going to talk about the Cartman triangle. So there it is, the Cartman triangle. This is by Dr. Stephen Cartman, and he created this drama triangle in the 60s. And we take on these identities, and one is the victim. Oh my God, all this stuff is happening in the world, and I have no control, no power, and I'm a victim to it. And that doesn't help us stay present to who we are, is in being the victim. The other thing is we can go into rescuing someone who's in the victim role. Dun, da, 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 that would be me. Love to rescue people. I know what's best for you. Listen to me. So not a good thing to do. Not a good thing to do. Because guess what? It leads to chronic stress. Because you're putting out so much energy taking care of everybody else versus taking care of yourself. And the other thing is, in the victim role, you are not in a compassionate place. You are in a sympathetic place. You're seeing that person as a victim instead of seeing them as powerful, that they have this incredible power within them to make their own choices if we would just get out of the way, us rescuers, and allow them to do it. Yeah. What's true? Everything I said is true, apparently. talking later. Oh, and then there's the persecutor. And the persecutor is the one that likes to go in and say, this is wrong, you need to fix this, you're not enough, you're not good enough. Are you hitting him again, or is he hitting you? And, you know, the persecutor is the kind of person that just needs to blow off a whole lot of steam, because they have felt victimized for so long that they just, and it's part of a natural human condition that when we feel hurt or wounded or powerless, that we want to strike out and blame someone. So, or get back at them for hurting us. But the problem with being the persecutor is it also creates separation from who we are. That we are not in touch, any of those roles, we are not in touch with the truth of who we are. And so to get out of that triangle, and we can go back and forth. Oh, I think it shows that, yeah. We can go from rescuer to persecutor, persecutor to rescuer to victim. It can just, like, we can just spin around in a whole cycle. Some people do their whole lives. Some people like to stay particularly stuck in one. But the problem is that, you know, we just create more separation, and the more trauma and drama that we are creating outside of ourselves and getting hooked into, it just becomes this boulder that just, you know, moves us further away from our spiritual self. So it doesn't leave a whole lot of room for peace and joy and happiness and connection. And so since this drama triangle is about being in everybody else's business, when you find yourself in other people's business, get out and start to ask yourself, wait a minute, what is my business? What is mine to do for my own divine being? Who am I? Oh, ask that question. Who am I? I am love. I am light. I am one presence. I am one power. I am the master of my universe, not the master of the universe. That is a lesson I'm learning. And so it requires the mental work to stay connected to your own essence and becoming present to this beautiful divine self that you truly are. And so we must realize that the universal spirit is this supreme knower. The universal mind is just this incredible, vast, way beyond our comprehension of field of possibilities and knowing and divine presence. And when we can start to recognize that by connecting to our own divine place within us, we step out of the drama, and then we can actually impress into the law as law what we desire to experience in our lives versus all the drama and trauma. We can unhook from that and go, no. This is what I'm doing. I am love. I am powerful. I am the creator of my life, and I understand that everything is unfolding perfectly for my highest and best good. That I live in a benevolent, loving universe that wants the best for me. Our ego thinks it knows what's best for us. It does not. Our higher self, spiritual self, intuitive knowing, whatever you want to call it, knows. And so this highest realization that we can have the recognition of the omnipresence of spirit, this will set greater possibilities in motion. This will automatically provide fuller, richer opportunities for us to experience the joy, the love, the light, the abundance, the career, whatever it is we wish to desire. And that was the one thing I did say to Mahala this morning. You got to recognize that you do live in a benevolent universe, you know. And she goes, okay, sure, Mom. All right, got it. I said, no, the universe is for you. The universe is for us, not against us. We're the ones that create the separation. And so when we have that sense of our own presence of the divine within us, and that definite understanding of the universal law of mind. The universal law of mind must say yes and create what we are directing in it. So if we are directing the drama, being a victim, the rescuer, the persecutor, then it's just going to go, okay, here's more of it for you. Here's more. And so when we step aside from that and get present with ourselves, and we direct the love and our good and our willingness to receive our good, it must show up in our lives. It must show up. But this also means taking responsibility for our actions. So I, need to take responsibility for my actions. You take responsibility for your actions, and allow others to do the same. As Epictetus said, did I say that right, Blair? Were you the one who told me the right? Who said that? Who gave me the right pronunciation? Yeah, it was Blair. I said, did I say that right? Epictetus. Yes, Epictetus. Yes. It does sound like a disease. Poor guy, what a name. Anyways, he said, we are disturbed not by things, but by the view which we take from them. So what is the lens that you are looking at your life through? Is it the victim? Is it the persecutor? Is it the rescuer? Or is it your own beautiful, beautiful divine self? Stop viewing yourself as powerless. Step out of that drama triangle and get present with yourself. And here's what I know. I know that there is only one divine power and presence within this universe. It is a field of quantum possibilities. It is vast. It goes way beyond what I can imagine in this moment. It is so filled with the opportunities for love, for abundance, peace, prosperity, greatness, oneness, connection, and the beingness of who I am, and of who each and every person is in this room and online. And with that, understanding that there is no separation, there is only the divine. It is I allow that knowing to be my guiding light in every action that I take, every word that I speak, every person that I see that light, that divinity within them. And I trust and I know, and I place my faith into that universal law that knows exactly what to do. And I trust and I know that it is all in divine order, that all is well, and so it is. Namaste. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so, as the baskets go around this morning, we are going to sing We Come Together. We Come Together by Eddie Watkins Jr. It's a great song to sing. So, I'm going to invite you all to stand up.
Take a look at the person next to you. come together. We come together. In the name of love, we come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love.
Come on up. Oh, and giving thanks for the understanding that there is only one power, one presence, one life, and that is God's life spirit, the divine presence that is in everyone and everything. And so, on behalf of the Board of Trustees and this center, I gratefully bless and accept all that we have received today, knowing that it is respected, honored, and used to enhance the life of everyone we meet in this center and beyond these walls. And with that, I say thank you. I know it is done. All is well, and so it is.
We come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love, we come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love, we come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love, we come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love.
Woohoo! Okay, so just a few quick announcements. Didn't know that announcements were going to come here, did you? At this time. Switch it up again. So Monday morning, we have our prayer circle online. It is so amazing who shows up, and for that 15 minutes of affirmative prayer, it is it's awesome, according to Linda. So everyone online is welcome to join us as well. You go to the calendar, click on the Zoom link. There you go. All right, and we have book of the month. Change the book. I don't know. You might still feel uncomfortable reading this. White Fragility really shook me up. This is actually an interesting metaphysical story. The life and teachings of the Masters of the Far East. It's actually a series. Have you read it? It's great. It's so good. So there's your book for September. And we have, starting this Wednesday night at 7 p.m., meditation, free to attend, 7 to 7:30, and then followed by a class from 7:30 to 9 on just how to use these principles to make your life better. And the cost for the class is $10. And then we also have game night. Game night, woohoo! This Friday, bring kids. It's so much fun. Oh my God, we laughed so hard the last time. It was hilarious. So, and you don't have to be good at games. You don't even have to really like games, but we have fun. You don't have to like games. Show up anyways. You'll learn to like them. We will make it so fun for you. You will love it. All right, and then we have the World Forgiveness Summit. This is run by Laura Lee Appleby, and I am one of the guest speakers on this summit. It will be up on our website tomorrow. You can click on the link. You can go and sign up for the summit for free. At the end, she does have an interview with the late Colin Tipping, who wrote Radical Forgiveness. And then she's Lori is holding a workshop upstairs on Wednesday, September 14th. So the summit starts on September 9th. The workshop's on September 14th. Oh, okay. Okay, then it's going, oh yeah, she has the, she put the 14th on her thing, so I'll have to check that. Okay, but it'll be on her website. And the summit, you can listen to all these different speakers on forgiveness. Yes, including me. Yes. And then we have the David Hickey concert on September 13th. Beautiful, beautiful opportunity to just be bathed in incredible meditation and music. And then we also have our World Day of Service. That's September 14th. That is September 14th. So it is the Centers for Spiritual Living World Day of Service. And I have out on the flip chart, please write up ways that you can be of service in your community. And what's that? Clean out your closet and give things away is a great way to be of service. And many other ideas as well. So there you go. And then finally, as you might see, we are turning the Live Well store into a library. So we're closing out the store. So go buy your stuff 25 to 50% off. Early Christmas shopping. Help us clear it out. And then support us on social media. And finally, join us for coffee after service. And then thank you to Kim on camera, Cohen on sound, our sacred service team, to Kimaya, thank you so much, and our band, Brendan, Dominic, Rustin, and Carrie. Thank you to Linda, your meditation. It was such a beautiful prelude to everything. Thank you. Judy, thank you for your beautiful words of wisdom this morning. And Judy is our practitioner of the day. So if you would like prayer with Judy, you can see her in the back prayer room. And thank you to all of you. Thank you to everybody online. Have a great Sunday. The band's going to noodle while we head out for coffee. Have a great week, everybody. Thank you.